Facebook Live broadcast for the Neuro Collaborative. My name is Sarah King. I am the founder of Invigorate Physical Therapy and Wellness in Austin, Texas. My practice is 100% specialized in clients who have been diagnosed with Parkinson's, and I also helped co-found the Neuro Collaborative. And tonight we are doing another Facebook Live broadcast to follow up with the last Facebook Live that I did, all about building a neuro wellness program. So last time we sat down and chatted about exactly how to create a neuro wellness program, how to figure out what your clients might best respond to and need. And tonight we're going to take it a step further and figure out how to best market your program to your potential clients. So before you run away and say, I don't have a neuro wellness program specifically, I want to encourage you to stay put for just a second, because we're actually going to speak about things that could help your practice in general, whether you're just getting started trying to build your physical therapy practice and bring in some clients that are more neurological based, or if you are offering, say, something like a wellness boot camp or exercise classes. All of this will help you figure out and kind of give you some creative ideas on how to start to market to your ideal clients. So again, if you're new to the Neuro Collaborative, you can always find extensions of these Facebook Lives on our blog. You can go to iloveneuro.com and head over to the blog. You'll find all of these Facebook Lives in blog posts where we really expand on different resources and link to a bunch of different helpful guides and just resources in general that can help you expand on these topics. So if you have questions as we go, just put them in the comment section below. I'll try and keep track of them and answer them as we go. Or you can always head over to our private Facebook group, the Neuro Collaborative Professionals. If you just search in the search bar, you can request to join, and we would love to have you over there. That's really where we talk mostly about marketing and clinical development around the Neuro Collaborative. So we are all about collaboration and helping pick each other up to spread the I Love Neuro spirit far and wide. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, this is part 2 of the marketing side of a neuro wellness program. And we're going to talk about 5 easy to implement strategies that you can use to market your program to your ideal clients. And number 1 is actually a repeat from last week. So the number 1 is you want to start with the end in mind. And this is all about figuring out what you're going to offer and to whom. So to briefly recap those steps, just going through those, figuring out what you should offer is a 3-part process. Step 1 is determining who your ideal client is. Step 2 is surveying them to see what they need. And then step 3 is building a simple version of that type of program and testing it out with a small group of people to see what's working, what didn't, and how to revamp your program. So some examples of what you may have come out with as far as what to offer could be something like an in-person neuro wellness exercise class. You may be doing a one-time online video-based program, exercise program, which is something that I do with Invigorate. You may be offering a video subscription model, something like Reactive PT does, or something like Nathan Coomer does in Seattle. So this can, or anything else that you came up with, and you're going to take all of that and figure out exactly what you're offering and why people want it, and that why is really important. We're going to talk about in a second. Everything that it entails, the price point that you're thinking about offering it for, and once you have all of that established, then you have the end in mind. That's the end goal, where you want people to end up after your 5 steps are over. The goal of marketing is to bring people from where they are, where you find them, to where you hope them to be. And with the end in mind, that's the neuro wellness program or an evaluation in your practice. And marketing is all about bringing them from where they're at to the end goal. So once you have the end in mind, we're going to move on to step 2. And step 2 is all about putting yourself in their shoes. So something I talk about in the blog post is this reality that we need to get into our minds as physical therapists, which is no one cares what a physical therapist does. I'm just going to be blunt, and I love my practice. I love being a physical therapist, but no one cares what we do. And nobody cares really what any profession does. The only reason you go to someone for their services or their products is because you know that they can help you. So what we need to do is put ourselves in our clients' shoes and really speak to their hopes, their dreams, and their desires, and come at them with their language, with their goals in mind, instead of telling them, I can help your gait dysfunction. They want to hear, I'll help you be able to walk down the aisle with your daughter in October. So you want to figure out where your clients are as far as where they are in their journey. For example, if someone isn't aware that they need to be exercising at all, they're never going to purchase an exercise program from you or come to you for physical therapy. So they need to help, they need to be assisted in bridging that gap. And something that's really important is sitting down and really listening to what they say. So when you survey your group during your course creation or your neuro wellness creation program, when you survey them and ask them what their goals are, those are the perfect, that's the perfect language to use when you are reaching out to your ideal clients wherever they are. So put yourself in their shoes, brainstorm. An activity that's really helpful is just sitting down with an ideal client and interviewing them and saying, what are your goals? What are your biggest fears around, say it's Parkinson's, because that's what I know the best. What are your biggest fears around your Parkinson's diagnosis? And that's the language that we need to be using, and that's where your ideal client is. That's where we need to meet them. So the next step, after you've put yourself in their shoes, you know their language, you know what they need to know, or we're moving into what they need to know before they are going to purchase from you. So number 3 is meeting them where they are. And Paul Goff would say that this is building the bridge. From after you put yourself in their shoes, you know where they are. You're going to build a bridge from where they are to take that next step closer to the end goal. So it probably won't be them not knowing anything about exercise and jumping right into an evaluation. We need to give them some confidence, give them some resources, give them some quick wins, as most would say, with some free content from us to help them understand the value of what we're going to provide. And then once they have those wins and they have some interest in that topic and they're aware of what they need a little bit more, we can then take them into our end goal, which is maybe an evaluation or a neuro wellness program, an online program, a video subscription. So before they're going to purchase the online exercise program, like I said, they need to know that exercise can have a powerful effect on their energy and symptoms. I'm using exercise as an example because it's generalizable. This could be any topic, but that's going to be our exercise, our topic. So what we want to do when we meet them where they are is provide a free, valuable resource to them. And this can take the form of many pieces of content. So if you have some freebies that you offer in your practice, I'd love to hear you talk about them in the comment section below. I'm going to speak to my practice. A free resource that I provide is a 30-day challenge. Some other examples of free resources that you can offer to people who are needing to take a step closer to where you want them to go are free webinars. You can do workshops in person or online workshops. You can also do free private communities, Facebook communities, to bring them in and start a discussion there. You can also offer free consultations or free white paper or download. So if, for Parkinson's specifically, you could offer a case study or a download of, the different types of, you could do when do you need a physical therapist versus a personal trainer versus a group fitness class. That's a freebie that I offer because one of the questions when they come in is, do I need a physical therapist or can I just see a personal trainer? And so if I provide this content that answers that question, if they read through it and they say, oh, if I have these 3 things going on, I probably need a physical therapist, then they know that the best action to take is to contact me. But if they say, I'm actually best falling into this group fitness class, if you offer a group fitness class, they'll know where to reach out to next. So if you can see how that's a bridge going from where they're at and kind of their knowledge and their goals and their desires, and giving them that bridge to step onto to get closer to what you have decided the end is and what they kind of need in the end. I hope that makes sense. Just give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if that makes sense. So the keys here when you're offering a free valuable resource is to make sure, obviously, that it's highly valuable, that you make it step by step and just so easy for them to succeed. You want them to get a win beyond it being a good thing for your practice. If you're providing these resources to people and they're providing you with their email address and their trust and their just a lot of their energy, you don't want to give them crappy resources, pardon my French. You want to give them high quality resources so that they can, as a thank you for trusting in you. So you want them to be step by step so that they can win. You want to help them realize their progress. So not only do you want them to provide them with the information and the resources, you want to help them actively reflect on the progress that they are making. And this can be done through emails, this can be done through phone check-ins, this can be done just asking them to log their symptoms, maybe in a symptom log. Check in a private Facebook group. How are you feeling? These help them realize their progress so they gain some confidence, because we all know that exercise is going to help every single one of our clients. So help them realize it so they gain some self-efficacy in the process. Then you want to give them a sense of community. So again, this could be a support group. This could be an online Facebook group. This could be a phone check-in if you feel like you have the resources for that. And you also want to stay engaged with them and build a relationship, however that plays out, via email, phone, again, private communities. So those are the keys to this free piece of content that you're going to offer. Some different topic ideas I put into the blog post. I'm not going to read them here, but if you have some ideas about things that you could offer, if you just want to try out some ideas with the community, put them in the comment section below, or again, go over to our private Facebook community, Neuro Collaborative Professionals. Claire and Julie and Aaron and a bunch of other awesome neuro PTs are in there. We could give you our feedback about if we think that could be tweaked or if it's a good idea or not. We'd love to help you out with that. So head on over there and join as soon as this video is over, and ask your questions as we go. And then number 4 is we want to make sure that we create a follow-up plan. So say you have the 30-day challenge, which is something that I do. Again, what I do is I check in with people as we go along, but also after they finish the 30-day challenge, I follow up with them with a series of emails that ask them how things went, provide them with resources if they need, and then also say, if you enjoyed the 30-day challenge and you made progress with that, here is my neuro wellness program that I offer as a continuation of the challenge. It's a paid program. You get XYZ for lifetime access or whatever. Fill in whatever product you're offering. So say you have your freebie was one free exercise class, or maybe one free week of exercise classes. You follow up with them with a phone call or an email and ask them, what were your wins? What were your challenges? What were your struggles? And check in with them and just discuss a lot of, what happened and see where they're at as far as this decision-making process. They may have said, well, I started the 30-day challenge and I just didn't complete it because I fell off the wagon. They might need just some more resources to help them get back into the challenge so that they can complete it and be successful. Maybe someone came to 1 out of 3 free classes that you offered, fell off the wagon. They may need a phone check-in to get them back into the free classes so that you can talk to them about continuing with the actual paid classes. So you really want to make sure that you follow up. You can offer the free content as much as you'd like, but make sure that you are following up with your community to see what they need and help guide them into the next step. So just real fast on that one. The one thing that I wanted to say in this is when you're trying to talk to a client, remember that they are a person and that they are likely scared and have a lot of questions, and they are exactly like you from the standpoint of they want to succeed and they want to realize their hopes and dreams and overcome their struggles. So when you talk to them, marketing can feel really slimy, but when you speak with your clients and you know that you're trying to sell a fitness class or a neuro wellness program of some sort, don't push people into it if they are hesitant or not ready. Your role in this whole thing is to provide people with what they need. So listen whenever you follow up with them, genuinely care about their answers, and then provide them the best resources that you know how. And oftentimes it will be an evaluation from you, because that's one of the best things that you can provide. Often it is your neuro wellness program because you built it for that exact person's needs. So it's okay to sell your program, but also don't go in with blinders on and say, okay, now's the time when I have to sell my clients this product, because generally that's not great karma. And, you want to build trust and build empathy and really help them be successful. So that's just my soapbox. Don't feel like you have to go into seller's mode, because if you're providing a great program, when you speak with them, it will come out that it's a program you believe in and people have had success in, and that they can trust you. So after you have, quote, converted that lead, that's the the marketing jargon, which I'm trying not to use a lot of. That's called a conversion. When you go from a lead, someone who's interested in your programs and services, to a paid customer, that's called converting a lead. And if you want to learn more about that, again, in our blog post, I put a bunch of resources to a little bit higher level marketing. But I wanted to use this as a quick way to get you guys started so that you could jump in with both feet and not worry about having to learn a bunch of marketing jargon. But it is important, that being said, that after you have completed this process, really you just start from the top again. You figure out a free piece of content, go through that process, see if you can get them into your neuro wellness program. But as you go along, you really need to be tracking your numbers. So how many leads have you had? How many people have converted into a paid client? What your revenue is? And these are things that we're not taught as PTs, and I will be honest with you, they're not my favorite thing to talk about or track in my business. Thankfully, I have people that will help me do that, but I still have to do a lot of it myself. And if you want some guidance on how to track your numbers, because this is really going to be crucial in helping you identify if your marketing efforts are working or if they're not, you can head over to some of the resources I posted in the blog. Chad Madden has a Tracking Your Numbers article that he wrote for the private practice section in Impact Magazine. And also there's a book linked in there called Traction that walks you through how to determine if your marketing efforts are working or not. But don't get scared of the numbers. Some of the basic data points are in the blog post. So start a marketing spreadsheet and keep track of it in there until you get a little bit more comfortable. So I don't know if there are comments coming up, but I'm going to check in on Facebook real fast to see if there are, because I can't see any on my camera right here. All right. Down we go. Carlos says it will sell itself. I don't know if there are more comments. If there are comments, maybe if Claire or Julie, if you're watching this, if you could send me a message. For some reason, I can't see all the comments. But if there are questions, just shoot them to me in the message. So that wraps up the 5 steps for implementing a marketing strategy for your neuro wellness program. And like I said, if you want some guidance into how to best implement that in your practice, just head over to Neuro Collaborative Professionals. That's our private group. Ask your questions there. We'd love to help you set up kind of a marketing funnel. And in the blog post, if you go to iloveneuro.com and click on the blog, at the bottom I linked up some really helpful marketing resources for you. One is Marketing for Physical Therapy in 2017 by Ben Fung. He's at UpDoc Media and really great at the marketing of PT services. Of course, Paul Goff is really a wonderful resource. He loves marketing and loves helping people figuring out how to bridge that gap. Heidi at WebPT, How to Market Your Physical Therapy Clinic. That's an epic blog post. And if you have any questions about marketing in general, that's a great place to start. So if you guys have started a neuro wellness program, I would love to hear about it. Post it in the comment section below. And just know that this is an ongoing process. I'm 3 years into my program, and I bet Julie and Aaron would agree, and Claire. All of our programs, we've had to really tweak how we market, who we market to, and rejuvenate it over time. So don't be too scared to put something out there. Launch it, analyze your numbers, revamp it, and then see what works, dump what doesn't, and then continue on, because our populations need whatever you are trying to provide, and their lives will be better for it. So don't quit. All right. Well, we would love to have you as part of our Neuro Collaborative. You can head over to iloveneuro.com and get signed up for our newsletter. We send you lots of free goodies right away, including the 7 steps to carving out your neuro niche, PowerPoint and presentation, and some helpful Excel documents and spreadsheets from our practices to help you get your neuro niche carved out. So we'd love to have you be part of the Neuro Collaborative. And as always, if you have any questions, just put them in the comment section below, and we'd love to collaborate with you. Have a great night.